Hey guys, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. We have made it all the way into summer, and we're down here on our cornfields that we just planted the other week. Got our emergence and just putting some herbicide down, trying to kill these weeds off before they take too much root. Got some good news and some bad news to share with you guys. Good news is most of our barley fields and most of our oat fields are ready to harvest. So we were able to get them in the ground early enough in the autumn that we're able to harvest them now in early summer. That actually opens up the avenue of double cropping the fields with one of 3 different crops. We could double crop with soybeans. That's what typically follows a cereal grain like barley or oats. We could double crop into corn. And we could also, at this point, double crop into cotton. So that would be interesting to supplement our 3 cotton fields that we have just right now with, oh gosh, up to another 6 cotton fields. I think we would be really rolling in the cash at that point if we did that, for sure. Really don't need any more soybean fields. Got those 2 big fields across the street that we bought that are in soybeans. So we'll just have to see. Again, bad news though is it's supposed to rain off and on for the next 3 days. In fact, they're calling for rain this afternoon while we're out here this morning trying to get these fields sprayed. Let me go ahead and lock the steering in. Thing locked in real good. And let me pull up the forecast on our tablet. And you can see they're calling for rain this afternoon around 3, tailing off around 7 o'clock tonight. Then we got 9 o'clock tonight. Then we've got rain in the morning, rain tomorrow afternoon, rain on Friday. Saturday looks good, and then 90% chance of rain on Sunday. So that's the bad news. The good news is crops are ready to harvest. Bad news is there's rain every day this week. So does it really matter if the crops are ready to harvest? Can't bring them in if it's raining. Just can't seem to win around here, can we? That's okay. We've got, with the new pellet industry, got ourselves something to fall back onto during the rain, keep ourselves busy. In fact, that is what I plan on doing this afternoon. This afternoon we are going to be heading down to the pellet factory, probably while it's raining or trying to get started maybe before it rains. And we moved the other day, we moved the straw bales that we had stored up by the big GSI bin here to our right. Remember we put a bunch of straw bales over there? Well, we're going to basically we've already moved those. I'm trying to think. One, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here because I kind of sprayed myself into a corner. And 2, I'm trying to figure out what I'm saying, right? So what we did the other day is we moved our straw from up there by the GSI down to the pellet factory area, the pellet industry. So we've got a bunch of straw bales stored down there already. And I figured, it's supposed to rain, then it sounds like a perfect opportunity to just head down there and spend the afternoon pressing straw pellets into bags of pellets. Then we'll probably load a couple up and bring them next door to farmland. They can start marketing those to area customers. That's pretty much what we've got on store for the day. We go ahead and finish getting these 3 cornfields sprayed. And, well, I'll catch you back, guys, back up once we head down to the pellet factory. Well, good afternoon. Rain is in the forecast, as we've already said. Looks like rain is coming. If we look at the skies, it's kind of getting a little cloudy. Might be coming from south. So let's go ahead and get stuff set up here. As I get these doors opened up. I need to get some ventilation going. Running the big tractor in here, so alright, let's get our telehandler out, and we need to get our pallet of molasses out here. That loaded into the pellet press. Some visibility on this New Holland. You can see the bales of straw that we've got stored up in here. They cleared the door. Looks like I cleared the door from the mirrors. Okay. I need to get thing. We're gonna need to fill this thing up with water. Kind of handy that we've already got ourselves a water basin over here. Then we'll need to get this thing set up inside the factory. That was a little bit over half of a pallet. Molasses, maybe? Thing backed in here. Okay, we've got everything running in here now. Got the bale tray nice and level. All good, and the skies have opened up. It was going to be raining, but just didn't expect it to rain that quick. All right, so he's just under half of a pallet. Okay. Let's go ahead and guess let's start getting some bales. Head into this thing. Let's start out by bringing some of these bales inside. Make it a little bit easier to work with. Well, I think I know what's going on here. I think the problem is basically the little feet grab the bale, basically grabbing the bale where we're off the forks, and it gets kind of in a bind. I think that's pretty much what's going on. Need to try to dump the bale. Need to kind of dump the bale onto the belt before it hits the belt. We get this one offloaded. Let's go ahead and just take a look at how the process works. I could edit this all out, but I'm going to leave it in so you can see possibly how you can, if you're struggling yourself, this may be a technique that'll work for you. watch this thing. Of course, the bale's going to go into there, and then, more importantly, once the bale goes into there, the pellets come out. They go up the conveyor belt to the bagging machine. Go on the conveyor belt to this palletizer. This is going to rotate the bags. From here on a pallet. Then once the pallet's full, we'll eject the pallet over there and wrap it up. Should be the last layer for the pallet. Out of the way, we get a new pallet dropped in. Go get some more bales. Now that we've cleaned up our mess from the first batch of bales, I think we'll know exactly how to take care of this batch. I think another key is the forks I'm using are called the Easy Unload bale forks. Basically, they allow you to disable the collision between the forks and the bale. Drop the bale on like that. Then we don't have to basically drop the set the pallet or the bale on the conveyor belt. Get these forks over at modhoster.com. I did a video on them a long time ago. Way over a year ago by this point. I knew I was playing with fire on that one. Basically, we've got 18 bales here that we're going to try to thread up. Run through the press today. Pallets made up. I think this thing will only hold 3 pallets. This building has really good ventilation. Well, physics being what they are, it's a little problematic. When they get the telehandler for this particular thing as opposed to skid steer, partially because the pellet pallets seem to be really heavy, almost to an excess. Not really sure why they're so heavy. The pallets are full over there, so this thing is going to make one more pallet and then it's going to stop. That's okay, we can continue to fill a feed hopper. And then when that's full, we'll fill the press itself. Doing a lot better job this time around. This way we can basically be earning money when we're not able to be out in the fields farming, because got this diversity in our enterprise here. Centered on this a little better. That was a little risky there, trying to that fail fixed. We pretty much now have filled the machine. Now we're filling our hopper there. Once that's full, then we'll fill the machine press. right itself. These bales were made last summer. Had them stored over by the big GSI bin. Go ahead and finish these bales up, and I'll be back with you. See if we can get these pallets off of here without too much of a fuss. I have to say, telehandler is handling these pallets without any issue. Skid steer, it was pretty sketchy. Just leave the truck there under the shed since it's in the dry. Last of our bales is going in. One and 2/3 tons. There's a lot of pellets. Go ahead and get this tractor shut down now. It looks like it doesn't need to be running the shredder anymore. That'll be a little quieter in there. Get it back on there. The machine auto senses when the belt's empty. I guess as a result of weight. Got an electric eye or something. Looks like we should be able to get another 1, 3, maybe 8 bags, pallets on there. I'll have to see. and get them strapped down. We don't need them to decide they want to take off. The only downside with the telehandler is, well, this machine is pretty big. Tight. Alright, let's see. Check our information screen over here. Now put 4 pallets. Got supplies for the next 20 minutes. 4,400 liters of raw pellets in the intake. Hop over here on this side of this thing and give her a look. This thing, bag rotator. Cool. Look. So we've got 8 pallets of pellets here on our flatbed. Take these over to farmland and see how we do. Rather convenient that we've worked out a deal with the business right across the street. Not right across the street, but literally next lot over, to take these pellets. Again, he's going to take these bagged pellets and put them in his retail shop. Be about selling them to local farmers in the immediate area. If I was going to have to unload these or not. Okay. Just go ahead and get our forklift and lift these up. Don't want that one. That one doesn't work. This is the one we want. Hopefully this forklift won't tip forward. Starting to rain again. $1,100 raw pellets. Alright guys, so that is going to do us for today. I hope you guys liked the video. Yeah, please go ahead and click that like button. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the straw harvest pack in general? And how do you like our little industry that we've built out here? Hopefully the next video when we come back, we will be harvesting oats or barley, one of the two. Not really sure which one we're going to start on with. But the key with that is we need to make sure that there's enough good weather, not only to get the harvest in, but also to get the straw picked up. Now that we have invested in this little operation, we're going to be able to make use of a lot more straw than we would have been in the past. In the past, we probably would have taken a load or filled up razwood, and we would have gotten enough bales for our own needs down at the horse and the cow farm. And after that, we'd probably just spread the rest to the wind. But now we can pretty much save every single piece of straw, send it down to razwood, take it to the cows and the horses, like I said, and then bring it down here to this facility to make some more cash out of things. Until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.